Hello, hello, if anybody's there. I'm just taking care of some business real quick. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm sharing this so everybody can see it. Once I get it posted, then I'll get a move on. There it is. I just gotta find the share button. There it is. If you would, go ahead and hit the share button for me. I would appreciate it. And let me get back to my page. And I just got to share one more place and I'll be done. Forgot what I was going to say. All right, let me go ahead and get this done. Share it there. There it is. Okay. There we go. All right, now I can see your comments. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Nathan. Do what? Hi, Cindy. Hi, Rhonda. This wreath is for Rhonda, everybody. All right, so let me show you what I'm doing tonight. Let me plug this in so I don't lose y'all. Alright, so I have my mesh here that I'm going to use as my base. This is a poly jute, and it's a beige color. There we go. And I've got a green base I'm going to use. I'm trying to use up my wires that I got during the holidays. This is the sign I'm using. Sorry about the glare. It's got purple, green, and beige, and then the brown in it. So on top of the base mesh, I'm going to use some 30-inch ruffles, which is a purple snowball mesh, it's called. And then I'm going to add some curls, which are purple and green, lilac and green. And some ribbon, which I have the green and purple, and the purple and green striped and polka dot. So I'll be using all those. I had a this one that I was going to try and work in there, And unfortunately, I don't have enough of it to do it, so I'm going to see if there's a way I can use it at the end, but I'm not sure yet. Just to kind of add to, give it some more of a little bit of a rustic look, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on here. Rhonda had to work today, so I'm sure she'll be anxious to see this before she goes to sleep. So I will do my best to get it done quickly for her. How's everybody doing? Hi, Corey. Thank you all for joining me. If you wouldn't mind hitting the share button at the bottom there, I'd appreciate it. Every share helps to boost my business and get my name out there. If I'm talking too loud, let me know. I feel like I'm yelling. Thank you, Gwen, for sharing. I appreciate that. This is my 5th live, I believe, so we're getting there. It probably would have been more, but I took some time off after Christmas. So now I'm trying to play catch up. But I appreciate you all coming and watching tonight. And if you haven't liked my page, if you would go ahead and give it a like, that would be helpful too, and I appreciate that as well. If y'all have any questions, let me know. If you want to know what I'm doing, just let me know. If I don't see your message, I apologize, but I will catch up with it. Thank you all for coming in. I moved my thing over here tonight as it was suggested to me to do. So hopefully that's better. Now I'm not looking over there all the time. Y'all can see me now. Alright, so I'm going to do 10-inch poofs. These are called poofs. Let me get my stuff out of the way. How did everybody's day go? I did a lot of running around today. And my legs are letting me know it now too. Well, thank you, Lisa. You know, I probably don't need my glasses to see your comments now because you're on this side. You're a little bit closer. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. I hope you like it. Excuse me. This jute mesh is got a lot of fibers in it. So they're going to be flying around tonight. Hi, Deb. Deb's another repeat customer. I'm starting to develop a following, which is a good thing. Probably should be wearing my mask to do this, but hi, Josh. Joshua is my son, for those who don't know, and he's starting a new job tomorrow. He got a full-time job finally, no more part-time work. So we're super excited for him. Busy, busy, yeah, me too, Cindy. Thank you, Deb. Oops, I gotta undo that. I don't like how that folded under. try that again. My rings are, it's cold tonight, so my rings keep sliding around. And they get in the way when they do that. They want to spin around to the back of my finger instead of the front. Oh, I'm sure you are, Josh. We're happy for you. So is everybody's New Year going well so far? Hi, Savannah, baby. I love you. Those are my grandkids. They're my biggest fans. They love to watch Grandma do a live. I'm having a grandson tonight. You're having a grandson's going to be born tonight? Oh, how exciting. Hi, Lee. Lee makes some of the signs that I use. Unfortunately, I'm not using one of hers tonight, but most of my signs I buy from her. I love all of her signs. Love her signs. Oh, how exciting, Wanda. Congratulations. You know, it's funny. I was just thinking, I was watching videos earlier today when I don't know what we were doing. Well, I think we were waiting for the dog groomer to call us, but I was watching a video today of grandmothers who saw their first grandchild for the first time, and it reminded me of when Nathan, my oldest grandson, was born. And I could relate. They were just sobbing and screaming, and I just remember being in the room with my daughter and uncontrollably crying. I couldn't even speak. I was crying so bad. And it made me think of that. I wish we'd have had a video of that. My daughter kept looking at me and going, "Mom, are you okay?" It's like, "Yes, I'm fine." That's exciting. Congratulations. Nothing like a grandbaby. I got 6 of them. And they are all perfect, regardless of what their parents say. The signs that she makes, I've shown them before. Yes, I have 7, Josh. I have 6 and 1 that we are claiming as ours. He is ours. So I do have 7. Forgive me. But yes, I've shown some of the signs I've gotten from Lee. Matter of fact, I think I've got a couple sitting right here. They're Valentine's ones. I'm looking here to see where I put them. If y'all saw the mess behind me, you'd probably leave me pretty quickly. It scares even me. Oh, that's nice. That makes 6 for you, Wanda. Nothing like grandkids. Okay, I don't know how that one moved, but it needs to be over here. Yeah, I've got some of her signs sitting here. I'll have to look. And I can show you some of them. Her page, though, is called Personally Yours. And it's personally, L-E-E, all one word, yours, Y-O-U-R-S. And she has an Etsy shop, and she's on Facebook. So if you'd like to, take a look at her page and her signs. Yeah, okay, I knew the name sounded familiar. I just couldn't put who she was related to. Or who she was associated with, I should say. Oh, no problem, Rhonda. Yeah, I buy a lot of, yeah, there you go. Thank you, Lee. She put her page up for you guys. Yeah, she just put up a bunch of other ones, and she gets me in trouble every time she posts signs because I want them all. She just posted some the other day, and I want to go buy them all up. There you go. That'll work. Screenshot it. Yeah, she does beautiful signs. I used a lot of hers at Christmas. You know that one is sitting here somewhere. It's probably right in front of me, and I don't even see it. Yeah, if you see any of her signs that you like, let me know. So everybody's doing good tonight? Mom took the dog to the groomers, so when we do that, we usually spend the day in town. I say in town like it's like, you know, far away or something, but it's not. It's just the next city over. It's just that it's just a drive from there to our house. So when we go, we just spend the day running around getting it all done. So I went to Sam's Club and had to restock the coffee and my water. And then we went to the craft store. Well, I went into the craft store. She waited in the car. Which I didn't get anything at the craft store. What I wanted was sold out. But I did go to the Christmas tree store and buy some stuff. And then I went to the dollar store. Had to check out and see what they had. Excuse me, for Valentine's Day. I don't know why my voice is got a frog in it all of a sudden. Yes, and my Sprite. Although I already had the Sprite, so I didn't have to get that. Yeah, what's with the weather, huh? When it was 70 the other day, and now it's going to be in the 40s. And then up north of us, they're going to get snow. Cindy, was Wanda at your wedding? Was she with Angie at the wedding? I know somebody was with her. Maybe that's where I remember her from. When she sent me a, okay. So when she sent me a friend request the other day, I knew who it was. And, she looked familiar. I just couldn't remember where I would have met her before, but now there we go. Now I know. Yeah, Josh, I don't think we're going to get any. Our thing said we're going to get mostly rain. They always say we're going to get snow. We don't get snow. Believe me, that doesn't bother me one little bit. I'm all snowed out. They're having it up in New York right now. I follow the news up there still. Only because now I can be one of those people that used to do it to us. All you guys here in the South. Whenever we were having bad snow, y'all would tell me how warm it was where you were and what your weather, how nice and sunny it was. Now I can be one of those people. So yeah, I went and got some more stuff today. Not that I need it anymore. I'm running out of places to put it now. Yes, dear, what? What are you saying yes to? Yes, that I don't need any more stuff? Like usually the room in here has a bed in it. When the kids come, my daughter and son-in-law sleep in here. And I get it all nice and clean for when they come. And it's like as soon as they get in the car and leave, it's like a bomb goes off. Oh. He was answering for me? Or for you? Are all the babies watching? Alright, almost done with the bottom here. I think I got one more to do. And then I can start putting the ruffles in. Get this nice and full and fluffed. Oh, thank you, Savannah. You guys are so sweet. Make Grandma feel special. Alright, putting the last one in here. When I get done, I'm going to look like a cat shed all over me. Don't you love her signs, Deb? I have a lot of them. I've used a lot of them. Alright, so that's done. Let me get this cut. Okay, I'm going to put this down in through the rings, and I'm going to zip tie it so it stays in place and doesn't come undone. Oh, got some loose frays here. Yeah, they are adorable. Like I said, I can get in lots of trouble because I see all of them and I want all of them and I put them in my cart and it's like, oh. Alright, I have to save some for next time. Signs and ribbon get me in trouble. Hello, everybody. I can see people joining us. Say hello. Come in and say hi. Please give my page a like and a share. And don't just click like down at the bottom there of the live. Go to my page and hit the like button. And that helps boost my followers. And I really appreciate it. Hi, Jonna. You know, I can, Wanda. If you private message me, we can talk about that. If you have an idea of what you'd like or colors, just shoot me a private message and let me know. Alright, so here's our base. Making sure everything's fluffed out. Don't want it to be flat. fill in all these spots. Don't want to see the frame. See as little of it as possible, but there we go. There's our base. I know you can see through it a little bit, but we're going to fill it in. If I can get rid of all these fibers, sorry. It's like a shedding animal in here. Oh, it's all over me. Okay, take a drink. Alright, so I'm going to take these and I'm going to ruffle them up and I'm going to put one in every other tie. So there's 9 of them. And they're cut at 30 inches long. So it's going to give it a nice full look. My hands are stiff tonight, so it's going to take me a minute to get going here. Aren't they cute? Yeah, everybody loves them. Shirley Shipman. Is Shirley in here? I don't see her. Come in and say hi if you're here. Don't hide from us. Alright, so I'm going to put these in here. Let me find my, where I started, right here. Alright, so these go in here. Thank you. Alright. And then I'm just going to pull these ends out and get them all situated. I want it to look like a little flower sitting in here. See? You can make it as big a flower or as little as you want. Just depends on how much you pull it. And that's what that's going to look like. So come on in and say hello. If you wouldn't mind hitting that share button down there. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. You like that, Rhonda? Good. This is a custom order wreath that I'm doing tonight for Rhonda. This purple is pretty thick, so it takes a bit to scrunch it up. There you go, Cindy. First round's on her. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Now it's going to stick to the mesh. I'll have to move that. Yeah, this is pretty thick, so it's gonna... Thank you, Lee, very much. I appreciate you coming in and watching. Everybody loves your signs. They've gone and looked at them. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Hey, Lori. Cindy's buying the first round. All right, so that's that. Oh, hugs to you too, Lee. She's so sweet. She always writes a little note on her invoice when she sends me my signs. Alright, I gotta get this mesh out of the way because it's sticking to everything. I have a roller here that my mesh goes on. Alright, now I can move it out of the way. Can you see all the little fibers floating around? Yes, the base is a burlap. The other is just a, hang on, I can tell you. It's a, yeah, it just says cotton ball mesh. But it's a, this isn't as thick as that. It's not, this is not burlap. Yeah, I know I should be wearing the mask, but I'm done with that part now. I have it sitting up there, but I didn't want to scare people by putting it on tonight. Everybody would come in thinking I'm wearing it because I'm sick or something. Is anybody else supposed to be getting that snow that's coming this way? There. I know we're in for more rain. The last thing we need over here. North Carolina has just been hammered with rain. North and South Carolina. No. Yeah, I guess up in Raleigh and above us and above them, they're expecting snow. I saw a friend of mine that lives up that way put a thing up today saying they were brining the roads, preparing for it. I don't even know what day it's supposed to get to us. Yeah, we've been hammered with rain here too. We had, we broke 2 records last month for our amount of rainfall. Yeah, I love the purple too. Obviously, I love purple. If it's not black, it's purple that I own. Yeah, this is a lilac purple. A lilac color, I should say, lilac purple. But just trying to make these look like cute little flowers here. It's going to help hold the ribbon up too when I put the ribbon in. Alright, one more on the bottom. And I actually got everything cut and ready this time. surprisingly, but I did it all last night because I knew I was going to do a live tonight. I'm thinking about making Wednesdays my regular live night. And I'm doing some training on a bot, they call it, to send out notifications when I do go live. So what it would do is send you a private message. You'd have to sign up for it, of course. I mean, it's all you have to do is when I am live, once I get it set up, you would type in the keyword, whatever keyword I choose, and that would be the way for you to sign up for it. And then every time I go live, you'll get a private message that says, hey, Dawn's going live. If you want to see it, here's where you find it and what time. So I'm working on it. All these new things I gotta learn. Unfortunately, it's stuff I can't call Cindy and say, Cindy, how does this work? She's my go-to internet guru. I know sometimes she wants to say, Mom, just Google it, but I'm not going to. It's easier for me to ask her. Technical difficulties? Am I not playing? Or is it at your end? Is it just Lori having problems, or you guys, can everybody see me? Just making sure. Yeah, I know. GTS. I don't want a GTS. I want to ask you. Fine on your end? Okay. So it must just be her then. Just making sure. Because everything looks good at this end, so. Alrighty. So it's usually when I get down to my last couple pieces that my hands move faster. Just in time to be done. I have a lot of problems with pain in my hands. Right now I got a lot of problems with pain in my leg and my hands. I'm falling apart. How long have I been making wreaths? I have been making wreaths for almost a year now. Actually, I guess it has been a year. I was making them for myself before that. But I didn't start really getting into it until just about Easter time last year. I happened upon it watching some lives and fell in love with it. Some say I was obsessed. Still am. I still watch lives all the time. Anytime somebody's on, I'm watching them. Sometimes there's several on at one time, and I'd like to have multiple. Yeah, my very first wreath was an Easter wreath that I had. That I did, made for myself. Well, I guess yeah, it was my first. It was my first that I liked. I made a Christmas one. It was a candy cane wreath, but it didn't turn out so well. And I took it apart, so the next one I did was an Easter wreath. Yeah, happy work anniversary, huh? It was around this time, I guess. well, it's January, February. It was about February or March, I think. So yeah, pretty close. My Wreath anniversary. Yeah, we were, who asked that question? Rhonda. We were in the middle of a move. My husband works for the government, and we were moving from New York back down here to North Carolina, which is where we had been before we went to New York. And they moved us back, and we had to stay in temporary housing while we were looking for a house and getting situated. And of course, there was nothing to do, so I spent all my time watching lives. I came across, what was a young man, the first one I saw, making wreaths, and I was just fascinated by it. And then from him, I found other wreath makers and started following them, and every night I would just sit there all night long watching people make wreaths. Going to their channel and watching old videos that they had done, lives. So for a month, I think we were in temporary housing a month, and I would just sit there and watch them. So when we got settled in our house, I said, well, I'm going to make myself one. Frank says he can't watch this time he's in the car. Well, thank you, Frank. Yeah, you don't want to watch while you're driving. Be safe. So anyway, we got into the house, and it was in like September, the end of September, beginning of October. So once we got settled, by then it was Christmas, and I made the Christmas wreath, and like I said, that was a hot mess. Didn't turn out the way I thought it should. So I took a break, and then started up again around Easter, just before Easter, and made a couple. I made 2 of them. One I kept myself, and the other was just kind of like trial and error type thing. And that's how it started. And then slowly from there, I just kept making them. Went on to do the 4th of July and Independence Day, or patriotic, that's what I meant. And then in August, I started selling them. I guess that was a long answer to a question, wasn't it? Anybody else come in and join us? Very interesting. Yeah, thank you. I've always done crafts, you know, here and there. Nothing like this, but I like doing crafting. My first couple of wreaths I did, I gave away. I made one for my mom. She likes wine, and I made her a wine-themed one for her bedroom door. And my sister's a hairdresser, and I made one for her. And I made my mother-in-law paints and is an artist, crafty person too, so I made her one. I'm sorry, what did I miss? Yeah, I know. She shed. I don't know. Be to store everything in. I don't want to work out in it. Oh, I don't even like being up here by myself. I feel like I'm isolated. Alright, so there we go with the purple. Can you see that okay? Oh, I see it. Okay. So now I'm going to fill in on the other ones. I'm going to put the curls. So I have the green and purple curls. I'm going to put those in here. They're already in bundles, so all I have to do is tie them in real quick. Yeah, Bob's not going to move his office upstairs. That wouldn't work when the kids come to visit anyway. They'd be up here in his office all the time. Then he'd be up here and I'd never see him. I already did that once with him in New York, where he was already away from me in his room. Thank you, Wanda. I'm glad you like it, Rhonda. I got Rhonda and Wanda. I don't want to get you guys confused. Oh, Monica, I'm sorry. I'll give you I can give you a rundown of what I'm doing real quick. I can highlight everything for you. All right, this is an Easter wreath. Let me get the glare off of it. There. Is that better? It's hard to move it with these lights in here. So if you can't, I don't know if you can see it. It's got the green leaves and then the purple flowers all over it. And this is a custom order for a customer that I have. And then I have the ribbons here that I'm going to be putting in as well. Going with the purple and green theme here. But yeah, this will be I guess an Easter wreath. I guess you could probably leave it up longer or after Easter. That's what I was trying to think of. I was trying to work some of that beige into it, other than just the base, but all the other beige I have has like stripes and big dots, big white polka dots on it, and I just didn't know if that would work, so I was going to use this one over here, but unfortunately it's a smaller roll. That's one I got at the local craft store, whereas the ones I buy from the places online where I get my supplies, their rolls are bigger and have more ribbon on them. So I was disappointed when I unrolled that and checked to see how much I'd be able to get out of it, and I would have been like 3 short. So I don't know, maybe after I'm done, because you know, after I finish the next day I go back to it and find different things to do and add. So that may be the case, and depends on what Rhonda wants, because it's her wreath. So she may not want me to add anything else. I don't know. I'll have to see when I get all done. So does anybody do anything special for Valentine's Day? Seems like it's already coming up on us, doesn't it? I swear it was just Christmas. I haven't even put my Christmas stuff away. It's all in the living room. I took everything down except the tree. The tree's still up. We just don't have it lit. That tells you. how lazy I have been, huh? But I did get everything taken down, and I have all my little characters around the piano. They look like they're waiting for someone to play show tunes for them. They're all just sitting there at the base of the piano waiting, staring at us. Just go with the purple. You just love the purple and green. That's me too. Well, we'll see how it looks when we're done. But yeah, so all the Christmas stuff is there. My husband just brought in the containers for me tonight. So I guess now I have no excuse not to get busy and put it all away. It's like we were doing it on Sunday. He started taking some of the stuff down outside, and it's like we both were like moping. It's like it's such a sad day for us to take the Christmas decorations down. I'd leave them up all year, but nobody else wants them up. We tend to go a little overboard on Christmas, but alright. So there's all the curls now. I'm waiting for the picture to catch up. It's a delay. There it is. Now I can see it. Looks good. Getting full, huh? So you can't see that base now, can you? That's a good thing. We don't want to see the frame. Yeah, I love that purple like that. The big purple ruffles. If you want purple and green, you got purple and green. I like purple too, so. Alright, ribbons. I'll hold those out just in case. Use chip clips to hold everything. I think I'm going to get some mini clamps though. I saw someone the other day using them. Oh, do you really? Oh, I wish I could get away with putting my tree up in October. I don't think I could get away with that. You work for Hallmark? Ah, you get all the good stuff then. We put a new ornament on our tree every year. Just one. I mean, sometimes there's more, but usually it's just one. That ribbon is not cut right. But yeah, every year there's at least one new ornament. This year I put several because I had we have an ornament for with everybody's name, every member of our family. 15 trees. I have several. We only put one up this year. We used to put up 2, and then I put up smaller trees. But 15 trees? Boy, that would get me in a lot of trouble. I have one on my front porch. Alright, so I'm going to start here, and I'm going to put the green. So I have a purple, plain purple and green. And then I have a, I believe it's called quatrefoil green, and then a polka dot purple. And this is the one I'm going to put in the purple ruffles, I think. 15 trees. Man, oh man. We have a huge village, but we haven't gotten that put up yet. When we lived in New York, we had a, we called it a sunroom. It was a big room on the back of our house that had an area in it that we could put the village on. It takes like a whole sheet of plywood that it sits on. And so we could set it up. You know, we have the little train that runs around the village and all the houses and people. And I don't have that room here, so I can't do that. So we haven't figured out yet how we're going to display it. But one of these days, I'm going to figure it out. If I have to hang it from the ceiling, I will. No, I won't. so there's one. When I get the other one in, I'll show you what they look like. And I'm just folding them in half to get my center point, and then I'm going to gather them. Anybody have any other questions for me? Hi, Christina. I hope you're feeling better. You know what? That feels like it's backwards. One second, I'm going to redo this one. Some of these are hard to tell. They look the same on both sides, but this one feels like it's backwards, so I'm going to turn it around. You are good. I'm glad to hear that. Anybody watching anything good on TV tonight? I think everything is still reruns, isn't it? I haven't seen anything on in a while. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate that. Alright, so there's the ribbons, the first two anyway. Can you see those? Let me go this way here. I have to wait for it to catch up. The new show that comes on it. What's the name of that one, Cindy? Probably one I wanted to watch. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it, Rhonda. Alright, so I gotta reverse these because I started with the other color. And I have got that stuff all over my clothes here. Savannah says she loves it and good night. Yes, good night. Go to bed. You have school tomorrow. I love you. Thank you for watching. Schooled. I don't know if that's it. I don't remember. There was one I saw previews for, and I thought I'd watch an episode of it. That's usually what I do. I watch one to see if I like it, and then if not, I know I don't have to worry about it. And then that other one that you got me hooked on, now they've moved it to another night. Like, why can't they just leave things alone? Alright. So we'll move along pretty quick now. I like this plain green and purple. It's what I used on my mom's wreath when I did hers. Oh, you know what I found today? I found more dog signs. If you have dogs, people like their dog wreaths. I found a bunch of dog signs today that I can use, and I found some cat ribbon. Can you believe that? I didn't find any dog ribbon. I do need dog ribbon. I have a couple rolls with paw prints on it, but not, I want like little dogs, but I haven't found any. Every time I find it online, it's sold out. But, yeah, I was surprised when I found the cat ribbon. And I found a little dog, Valentine sign. I don't know if that'll get made this year. It might get made next year, though. But at least I'll have it. The dog ones, I know. You know, Christina, I've found a couple of them. The purple mesh, I ordered that online. Craft Outlet is who I get my supplies through. Either them or the Wreath shop. Both of those places are who I order from. But the purple one is called Snowball Mesh. I don't know if you can see that with the glare, but that's what it's called. I'm waiting for the feed to catch up to my, so I can see what I'm showing you. Yeah. And if you're interested in it, I can give you the number too. And that way you can just go to their website and punch it in. It's RY820268. But it's craftoutlet.com. Or thewreathshop.com. Either one. And I believe they both use the same numbers, so. Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. And if you're watching and haven't said hello, oh, thank you very much. Say hello, and if you wouldn't mind sharing, I would appreciate it. I'm building my audience. This is only my 5th live. It's not my 5th Wreath, but it's my 5th live. And I have exhausted my family and friends, so I'm trying to build my audience. It's becoming more of a family reunion when I do a live, so I'm sure they're all tired of sitting here watching me all the time. They're thinking, gee, doesn't she have any other friends? And my poor daughter, she's my moderator. I'm sure she could find better things to do. She keeps me going. She makes sure I don't miss anything. And that wire wants to come out of there, so I'm going to cut that off. Don't want any wires escaping. I don't need my glasses on. I was supposed to find new glasses today when I went to Sam's Club and went right by them. You're dodging parties left. I knew it. I knew you were. You know, you and that social life of yours. Go, go, go. Always on the go. I hear somebody doing something downstairs, so maybe he's going to play the piano for all the spectators. I wish you could see what that looks like down there. It really does look like they're waiting for someone to play them a tune. All my Santas and my stuffed characters that I display. All my nutcrackers, they're sitting on top of the piano. Look like they're marching somewhere. Is that a couch, Cindy? I can't see it real well. I gotta look. Hang on. Looks like a couch. I wonder if it's just me. There's a real delay tonight. From the time I said that to now. Oh. Can you hear my clock ticking anymore? I got self-conscious about it, so I moved it. I don't know what's with these wires tonight. All the ribbons I use have wires in them to keep their shape. And sometimes they want to stick out the end. And I don't want anybody getting poked, so I gotta cut them off. You hear it? It's soothing. It used to be right next to the camera. But I moved it to the other side because my daughter kept telling me all she could hear was my ticking clock. Doesn't sound very loud, but I guess it is. I'm just used to it, I'm sure. You can hear it? Oh well. I guess I should have gotten a digital clock, huh? When it hits 12 o'clock, when I'm in here in the afternoon, it makes a loud clicking sound. I guess because it has an alarm. The alarm's not set on it, but I guess, you know, the default when you buy it is 12 o'clock. And I'm always looking around to see what that was. And Rhonda, when you get this, make sure that when you take it out of the box that you shape those ribbons. Give them a good pull and tug on them and put them where you want them. You're not going to hurt them at all. They're tied in there good and they are meant to be shaped. Pull them out, and there we go. Put them between your index finger and your middle finger, and pull it towards you and give it a little curl. That'll make them look real nice. I do all that before I put them in the box, and I secure everything down really good, but you know, stuff happens. Fluff it up. That's right, fluff it up. Never, ever, ever take it straight out of the box and put it on your door. You want to make sure it's, oh, that ribbon is crooked. You want to make sure it's looking pretty. Curious what he's doing down there. Maybe he's packing up my Christmas stuff for me, so I won't have to do it. You like that? Yeah. I try to make sure, I don't want it, you know, if nothing else, you know, the ribbons might get a little scrunched sometimes, but I don't want the wreath to move inside the box when it's being shipped. You know how some of them shipping people can be. Matter of fact, we just got a package the other day with it had a lantern in it, you know, glass lantern for outside, and the box had a hole in it. Was, you know, you could see where they had set something on top of it. Like, it says on there it's glass. Why would you do that? But so I try to make sure the wreath isn't going to move, but the ribbons still get scrunched up a little bit. But yeah, we zip tie them down to the box. Don't want them going anywhere. All right, there's the bottom layer. And now for the top. A couple more in there. And then we can put the sign on. All right, so I want to make sure I spread these out. I don't want them ribbons all the same on top of each other. So, I mean, eventually they're going to end up next to each other, but... All right, so that one, this is going to go in that one. Thank you. Anybody have any questions? Anybody watching that hasn't said hello yet? Come in and say hi. All right, so this is going to go in between here. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you for your review, too. I saw that. I appreciate that very much. I had a couple of good ones today. I'm so glad people like them. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? Rebecca has bought a wreath, too. Keep pulling the ribbons towards me. Oh, no problem, Sherry. None at all. Not at all. Thank you, though, very much. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate that. Very, very much. Mouth is really dry tonight. See how those curls help everything stand up? Those ribbons, the ruffles and the curls. They make the, so they don't lay flat and get lost in the wreath. I gotta take a drink. I have QVC on in the background and they're selling oranges. You got a drink? Did I say a key word? I was looking at your thing, Cindy. I missed something you said earlier about profanity. Was that for me? Did I say something? I wouldn't doubt it. Oh yeah, the delay. But yeah, but it doesn't usually Yeah. Yeah, but I hear people swearing on their lives all the time. Yeah, it's a huge delay tonight, though. I don't remember it being that much before. They must know me. She's got a mouth like a trucker. Better put a longer delay on her. Wonder where Renee's at tonight. Haven't seen her pop in. Yes, these are Nancy's colors. As a matter of fact, 2 of the ribbons I'm using tonight were ones that I used in her wreath. Well, the colors, I used the same colors. It's not the same ribbons. I didn't go take them out of her wreath. Yes, purple and green. Yes, Facebook police are one. They're always watching. You just don't get the little sirens and the light warning to warn you when they're coming either. They just appear. Knock on wood, thankfully I have not had to deal with them. But I've seen a lot of people that have. And over silly stuff, too. There was one that even made me angry. Do you ever watch, have you ever seen, who are the Facebook police? Facebook. Have you ever seen the videos of the guy and his grandfather? It's called Pop Watch. Does anybody follow them? Yeah, they are undercover. It's called Pop Watch, and it's a guy, he takes his grandfather, he lives across the street from his grandfather and his grandmother, and takes his grandfather with him everywhere he goes. And his grandfather is one of them who tells it like it is, doesn't mince words. He's really funny to watch. Well, the son, or the grandson, he picks on his grandfather. You remember how we used to pick on Grandma? He picks on his grandfather like that. And somebody reported him to Facebook and said that he was causing elder abuse to his grandfather. You know what I'm talking about? So Facebook shut his page down for 30 days because of it. I probably shouldn't talk about it. They might get me, huh? But yeah, I follow them, and they're so funny. The grandfather is just hilarious. But I love watching them, so it was so sad when they shut his page down. Elder abuse. There could be nothing further from that. They were so fun to watch. Now they're back up, thankfully, but it was a long 30 days for him. It was funny. He wore a little t-shirt, had his picture on it with bars, the jail cell. And it had the thing talking about being in Facebook jail. But I guess people, they report him all the time, and it's happened to him before, and I don't understand that, but whatever. I'm not even going to go into that mess. Yes, he always has food in his shirt pocket. He's always got, usually it's not Doritos, Fritos. Doritos or Fritos. Yep, that's him. He wears those, like plaid shirts with the pockets in them. And he's always got food in there. His grandson's always trying to get the food out, and he slaps his hand. Get out of there. Get out of there. And he's always bringing his grandson over Dr. Pepper because he likes Dr. Pepper. And he accuses the grandson of always stealing his Dr. Pepper. You need another one? You don't have another door. Got to find somewhere to store the one you got so you can change it out. Yeah, I felt so bad for him. I guess people just need to... Yeah, people are overly sensitive nowadays. I will agree with that. Alright, all the ribbons are in. Changing the subject. Yeah, I know, you told it. You called it. Well, you can't have this one, it's taken already. Alright, so there we got all the ribbons in. And I'm looking for my center point. Here it is. So I can put the sign on. And I got the sign ready. Sorry, fibers are flying around. A deeper purple. Alright, so here is my starting point. I always want the sign to be where the crossbars are on the wreath frame, or close to it, the top of it anyway. Because I want that where you hang the hanger so that you can hang the wreath. So I already got the sign ready, and if you hadn't seen it already, this is our sign. You finished your wine? Why doesn't that surprise me? Alright, I'll fix the ribbons after I get this on there. But I'm just going to set it on the top. I don't want it to squish anything down, so I'm just going to set it there. Man, look at this. Can you see that? Looks like a cat's been in here. Let me just get these on here first. I'm going to put this down through the mesh into the frame, and I'm going to attach it to the frame. There's a lot of mesh on here, so I have to work it in there. Find an open spot so I can get this in there. I'm looking for it. There we go. Nope. The wire's bending, so. Maybe it doesn't want to go in there. Can you hear all that mesh? Trying to get the wire to go through and it doesn't want to, so let me try another way. This is the one that's got the ruffles, so the ruffle is a little thicker. I just have to spread it apart here somewhere. Well, I didn't want to mess it up, but I guess I'm going to have to in order to put this in there. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. There we go. That was an easier spot there. Alright, so I'm going to take the pipe cleaner and just pull that through. Get my ribbons laid back out. I'll fix those all after I get the sign on. I just want to make sure the sign's in the right spot before I tack it down. Good night, Nathan, sweetie. Thank you for watching. Have a good day at school tomorrow. All right. Well, thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll send you a picture of it tomorrow. I'll probably do some more adjusting on it afterwards and see if I need to work anything else in. I'm going to do some little ribbon bows. I mean, not bows, ribbon. Some little ties in it tonight with the tubing. I've got the tubing here in the purple and the green. And I'm going to add that in too, and that'll finish it off. So I will send you a picture tomorrow. You have a good night, and thank you for watching. All right, I think that's in the right spot. Well, that one went right through. That was a good one. All right, I'm going to pull these ribbons towards the front here. I don't want them too far underneath. Isn't that sign perfect? And make sure it's not lopsided. I'm just tacking it in place. I'm only tying it once. Because that way if the sign's crooked or needs to be adjusted, I can go back and easily do it. I just want it to hold it in place while I finish up. Alright, one more. And hopefully this one will go through as easily. It might. Yeah, this sign, I just happened to pick it up this past, New Year's weekend. I was down at my daughter's and we went shopping and I got it. And, she happened to, the woman that's buying the wreath, or that requested it, happened to want that sign, and I just so happened to have it. So got pretty lucky there, because I didn't have one. I thought I had another one, but I don't. So yeah, it worked out really perfect for her and for me. Sorry, it's kind of tight here in the back trying to get this through. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now let me see if that's centered. Yeah. I don't want it too far to one side. It doesn't squish anything. Everything is still moves freely underneath it. Got the curls here. And I just have to readjust these ribbons that I pulled out from underneath it and get those going in the right direction. This way. Doesn't want to move the right way. Yeah, it worked out really perfect. These all need to be coming out this direction here. The mesh all wants to stick together. Alright. So there we have it. Let me get that ruffle back out. There we go. And I'll go back and I'll readjust all these and get them in the right direction before I tack that down permanently. Of course, y'all know I go back the next day and I let it sit overnight, and then I go back the next day and double check and see if there's anything I need to add and anything I can do to make it better. Alright, so now I'm just going to add these ties in. Looks like I got spaghetti over here, colored spaghetti. Once I get this done, I'll be finished. Yes, fresh eyes. Yeah, especially if it's not working out the way I want it to. Sometimes I gotta walk away. Alright, that one's too short. I don't want that one. Why are my purple ones short? May have to cut these. How did my purple get so short? Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Either cut my green too long or my purple too short. I don't know which. Yeah, my purple's the right size, so... Yeah, I cut the green too long. Alright. That's easily fixed. Just like that. Alright, so I'm just going to fold these in half, fold them in half again, pinch them in the middle, and I'm going to put them in every tie. And that finishes that off. I love ribbon and I love the tubing. I want to put tubing in everything. Well, I hate to have to waste my purple, but it doesn't look right if I leave it longer. Thank you for all the hearts. Who's doing all the hearts? Go ahead and put them under here too. Probably wasted a whole one loop of green just cutting all these off. But that's alright, as long as it looks good. Can you see that? I just love how that looks. Oh, the heater just kicked on. Did I miss one over here? All right. Thank you, thank you. Cannot believe how long I cut those. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, welcome, welcome. Wow. From the UK. Well, I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Almost finishing up here. Just putting in my flex tubing. But if you want to go back and watch the replay after the live is over, it will be posted. And you can see it from the beginning if you'd like. I have gone international. Can you believe that? That is awesome. Wait till Nathan finds out. I think you have to wake him up for that one. So what time would it be over there? You're tomorrow already, right? You have a friend that lives in the UK? Is that your friend? You do lives as well? Awesome. Leave your page number, or well, I see, is that your page there? Let me see. There it is. Do quilts. Yes. We will check out your page. Everybody check out their page. No, that's not her? Okay. He's freaking out. I knew he would be. You have a blog as well? Well, leave your link on there for us and we'll check it out. We gotta support each other, right? That's how we do it. Alright, let me get this out. Alright, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it in this one. I'm gonna try. Poor Nathan, he's not going to be able to go to sleep now. This one's going to be kind of close to the sign, but I still want it to be in there because when you see that tie and then it's the only one that doesn't have any tubing in it, it's just not going to look right. So you may not see all of it, but you'll see some of it. Thank you. We'll check it out. I appreciate you coming in and watching. And I hope you'll give us a like and a share. And we will do the same for you. Wish I could make quilts. I don't know that I would have the patience for that. It's a lot of work. Alright, that gets all of them on the top. I'm going to go through and curl all these later. Alright, so I'm going to put some on the bottom and then we'll be done. Sorry, I gotta take another drink. I'm sitting right underneath the vent for the furnace or the heat. And it's on right now, so I think it's drying me out. Probably should have turned it off, but it's getting cooler here this weekend or this week, so I just left the heater on. Yes, I did drink, thank you. I know, I would love to quilt too, wouldn't you? I always love those quilts, you know, that they make like with the baby's clothes from when they were little and stuff from like your grandparents. I wish I had something from my grandmother I could make a quilt with, but I don't. I always say I'm going to do that with Dad's old shirts. I'm not going to throw them away. I'm going to keep the material and make something with it. But then I got to get him to give them up first. Almost done. Seems to be that's our quitting time. Well, that one was really long. Guess I need to pay more attention when I'm cutting these. A lot of wasted tubing. Oh well. Nothing I can do about it now. All right, so let's take a roll call before we end real quick. Who's still here? Class? Fab, are you still here or did you go to bed? I don't hear anybody rustling around down there anymore. Might have gone to bed. Okay, I know there's more than 2 people here. Come on, guys. Who's here? Rebecca and Cindy, you're not the only ones here. Who's here? Probably somebody who's supposed to be sleeping is watching. Mom's still here. I know she's not sleeping. Hi, Terry. Terry and Sherry are still here. Alright, we're almost done. And then I will let you all go finish off your night. But I do want to tell you all I appreciate you being here. Deb is still here. And I'm going to ask one more time if you would share the page for me. I would really appreciate that. And if you haven't already, go to the main page and give it a like. And that will let you see all my future posts and the future lives that I do. And all the wreaths that I make, I post there. So I would really appreciate that. Share it with your friends. Maybe they'll see something they like. And if you have a page, share it as well, and we will give it a like for you. It's all about helping each other out. Thank you very much for sharing. I appreciate it. It really helps me to get followers. And it also helps with Facebook and getting my page recognized. The more interaction and likes and shares that you have, the more that they will put your page at the top and let other people see it. So I really appreciate that, and it helps my business to grow. I am still a new business. And I'm trying to build the business. And I can't do it without you guys, and I really appreciate that very much. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have a business. Oh, thank you very much, Deb. Yes, that helps. I appreciate that. Wow. Thank you. Yes, invite anybody you guys want. And if you have bought a wreath from me and haven't done so yet, I would really appreciate it if you would leave a review for me. You can leave one here on Facebook and also through Etsy. And that also helps to boost my page and my business. And it helps other people decide whether or not to buy from me, to be honest with you. There's so many wreath people out there. You know, if you look on Etsy for a wreath, my page is one of of so many that show up. So I mean, it takes a while to get to mine when you just put in a random search, but the more people I get, the more my page will move up in that selection. So I appreciate it very, very much. Yeah, a lot of crafters out there. There's so many beautiful, all kinds of crafts, not just wreaths. So many people that make signs, and I mean, I can't believe the signs that people make. And other crafts, there's people who make like the bath bombs and the bath salts, and I have a friend who makes soaps and natural lotions and products and that in New York. I share her page all the time too. I love her lip balm. As a matter of fact, I need to get a hold of her and tell her I need some more. So Pam, if you see this, I need some lip balms. I tried one of hers that she sent me a sample of. Put it in with an order I'd gotten from her, and it was one of the best I've ever used. Okay. Oh, that's fine. You may have, Rebecca. I ask, you know, everybody, but yeah, you can leave them on both Facebook and on Etsy. Oops, I know there's a glare. I'm sorry. Can you see that? And I know that Rhonda's going to be really happy with that when she gets that. It's got all the colors she wanted and the sign she wanted. Happened to be perfect timing for me to buy that. So I will fluff all these ribbons up and I will secure that sign down better tomorrow. Well, tonight. And then come back tomorrow and take a look at it and see if there's anything I can add to it. But yeah, it's very full. Lots and lots of purple and green. It's beautiful. I do say so myself. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. Okay, guys. I thank you again so much. Cindy, thank you, honey. I appreciate the hearts, the shares, the likes, the love. Sorry, I don't mean to be yelling. It sounds like I'm yelling. Yes, they got to be full. They have to be full to look good. Otherwise, you're just getting a frame. Nobody wants just a frame. You don't want to see that frame. So you guys have a good night. I appreciate you watching. And again, I will probably do another live next Wednesday. I think I'm gonna try to do Wednesday on a regular basis when I can, so that it helps build my business and gets my build my followers. So if you're free, pop in and say hi. Y'all don't have to stay the whole time. You can pop in and out. That's okay. I understand sometimes it can take long, although I try to keep them at a minimum. There are some out there that go a lot longer than I do. But yeah, I try to keep it short because I know people have things to do and it gets late. So, but again, I thank you so much. Have a good night, guys. I will talk to y'all later.